This is the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show, sponsored by B&R Wholesale Tire and Pebblestone Flooring.
No one takes a break tonight. We get after them for 4 quarters. You take what you want. It's your time.
Game on day! Game on day! Game on day! Game on day! We can't be beat! Won't be beat! Won't be beat!
Go get it done, baby. Come on.
We have reached week 5 of the 2019 high school football regular season. Tonight we shine the spotlight on the NE8 as Girard visits South Range in the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week. Hi again, everybody. I'm Chad Krispinski. The stretch run has arrived. Both the Indians and Raiders are 2 of the more successful teams with plenty of playoff history. They hope to take another step towards Week 11 with a win here this evening. Let's take a look at tonight's matchup notes. Tonight's meeting marks the very first meeting between the 2 storied programs. Over the years, these 2 teams have made it a habit of winning. They have 29 postseason wins combined, and both have made the playoffs 4 times since 2010. Following a 38-28 win over Lakeview 1 week ago, Girard is now 4-0 on the campaign. The Indians are ranked number 4 in Division 4 in the latest state poll. And once again, they are lighting up the scoreboard. Through the first 4 weeks of the season, Girard is averaging 42 points per game. One of Girard's biggest weapons is senior wide receiver Nick Melito. He's a big-time recruit who recently made a verbal commitment to Louisville. Melito was easily one of the strongest, fastest, and most explosive players in the entire area. Always a deep threat, he can hit a big play at any moment. He tells us that his goal is to be the best leader as possible, picking up the rest of his teammates. He models his game after Cleveland Browns wide receiver Jarvis Landry.
He's very impressive. I mean, he does things right. I mean, he's explosive off the ball. He gets kids in bad position with his speed and with his athleticism. He's an all-around ball player. My goodness, he's one of the best ball players we've seen.
He's a good player. He plays both sides of the ball. He's physical, and he can beat kids with his speed, but also he works really hard, and if there's a jump ball, he goes up and gets it, and he's just able to make plays like that.
When we come back, we'll turn our attention to South Range. The Raiders looking to get things back on track following a tough loss in week number 4. You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.
You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show.
And welcome back as the countdown to kickoff continues. Let's turn our attention to South Range, a team that is looking for its first win in the NE8. The Raiders told us earlier this week they consider this week's matchup a must-win that can set the tone for the second half of the season. The Raiders looking to turn the page following a disappointing loss to Poland last Friday night. Game was tied at 7 after 1, but then the Bulldogs scored 20 unanswered points to seal the deal in a 27-7 setback, sending South Range to its second loss of the campaign. Following that loss, South Range sits at the 500 mark with a record of 2-2 overall. They are looking for their first conference victory in this one. The Raiders have won 6 straight games against teams from Trumbull County and 7 of their last 8 in the month of September. Leading the way for South Range is senior quarterback Isaac Allegretto, who can do it all. He's the key in this matchup. South Range will need to lean on this talented quarterback. His coaches call him a game changer. He's a very accurate passer and can also run. He knows the offense inside and out and consistently gets the ball to his playmakers. He's a left-handed quarterback that prides himself on his ability to read opposing defenses, and he models his game after Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs and the recently retired Andrew Luck, formerly of the Colts.
He's a good kid, man. He's a moxie kid. You can tell he has real good command of the offense. He gets him in and out of a lot of plays, and he has the ability to make plays with his feet, but he extends the play with his feet, always looking to throw it downfield.
I mean, he can really put the ball in some tight spaces. I mean, he's not afraid to let it go. I mean, he can move. He's real elusive. I mean, he's a lefty, and I'm real excited for that.
Which brings us to our keys to the game. Spread the wealth. Girard has plenty of weapons on the offensive side. They will look to get them all involved once again in week 5. Secondly, South Range is focused on making plays and sustaining drives. That will keep the potent Girard offense off the field. And finally, both teams are looking to make a statement in the NE8. A win in this one would do just that. Both sides seeking a Week 5 conference win on high school football's biggest stage.
It's super special. I mean, we go every week and we're trying to make this community proud and showcase these kids we have here. And for them, they're just super excited for an opportunity to go out and show the Valley how we play.
It's just so exciting for the kids, it's exciting for the community. South Range is a great place. It really is. And we have a great football following, a great football tradition. And being Game of the Week and having you guys here is just makes our day, and to get it out on TV and so everybody can see.
So the spotlight is shining brightly on high school football's biggest stage as we're just about ready for kickoff. Girard and South Range face off next in Week 5 of the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.